There you go, Winston. It's game time, baby. Welcome back, YouTube. Today we're going to be checking out some replays of people that are better than me and giving commentary on them, even though they're better than me. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the replay analysis series. I think we're currently in episode 4, episode 5. I'm super excited, though, either way, because today it's about time we take a look. We're going to be watching a replay from ex-pro RIZZO. Now, I'm super excited for this one. I was doing a little bit of digging. I looked through a bunch of different replays, and I was debating between a classic Riz and Sizz duo, a RIZZO and Sizz game, 2v2 game, or this RIZZO and Sunless game that I ended up deciding on watching today. And this is going to be against Goyo and Remichan. As you guys know, my goal with this series is to break down exactly what players are doing at the highest level and sort of filter it down to deliver actionable strategies that you watching right now can put into play. Ultimately, by the end of the video today, my goal is to answer the question, is RIZZO a washed pro player? Also, if you're inspired by this video and you're interested in getting coached by me, applications for season 5 of my coaching program will be live when this video launches. It's honestly unreal. Demand for the program was up 200% over the month of August. We brought in over 100 players into this new launch. If you're interested in getting involved and you're 18 plus, head down to the description below and DM me the keyword RIZZO on Discord for more info. But yeah, with all that said, let's get into the video. All right, with all that weird intro out of the way, let's jump into the replay here. We're currently going to be watching RIZZO and Sunless. Well, basically just a full lobby of SSLs and then Sunless on the blue team. So let's check it out. We'll be watching from RIZZO's perspective. As always, if you're new here, road to 200K, trying to do this full time. If you want to support the channel, would really appreciate it if you subbed after watching this. But yeah, let's just break down this gameplay from RIZZO. One thing I do want to comment on already, though, is I think there was a misclick there on the jump back, but I really like this save. This is really good save here from RIZZO, and what I want to point out about this save is, of course, his rotation is really good. He's staying back post, right? He's covering the net, basically has all options blocked here. But the thing I really like about this save is how he uses his speed flip and his boost to follow through and force Goyo off this ball. So a lot of people don't know, like, quick tip about speed flips, when you speed flip, and I can just show this from like Goyo's perspective, when you speed flip, the nose of your car doesn't face a different direction. So like, watch how when RIZZO flips here, he's going through his flip, and like, this is the reason speed flipping is so good. His nose is facing up at this ball the whole time, which allows him to hold down boost and track down this ball and stay close enough that Goyo can't really push back around and force it through RIZZO. So Goyo's gonna have to do a sweeping motion and take this ball out to kind of regain possession for his team and let his buddy Remichan over there rotate back. But just that little use of the speed flip and holding boost is something I wanted to highlight because it's really useful at the higher ranks. This is really smart play from Goyo. So I just want to highlight this because the point of this series is to like show you guys like high level strategies that you can incorporate into your gameplay. And let's actually watch this back from Goyo's perspective, because this take back all the way to the corner here is actually super clinical. So you may not have the control that Goyo here does, but the reason this is so good is because, look, Goyo is sitting on 50 boost here, right? He sees RIZZO forcing this ball. He knows that he can't pressure it, and he knows his teammate just flew off the screen, right? And so now he's gonna have to buy time. Notice how Goyo literally just takes his ball, sweeps it back around, uses his empty jump to cancel down, control it the whole time, flip into the ball, block the corner angle, and he basically baits RIZZO into using literally all of his boost to chase him down the field. He literally gets RIZZO to empty his entire tank chasing him down the field. And I know that's not RIZZO's gameplay, but that's actually just really good from Goyo there. Taking the ball back to your corner, guys, if you can develop the control to be able to take the ball up and down the field, oh my gosh, it's so effective, because Goyo just has to block this one angle, and look how awkward it is for RIZZO just this entire play. Like, he's forced to follow Goyo, but then once he gets there, he's like 10 boost, and there's nothing he can do. So that's just a really smart play from Orange Team, where a lot of players would lose possession there in 2v2. Notice how Goyo takes the ball back to his corner, and that's going to allow his team to basically effectively reset and move back up the field. It's all good. Here, very, very good patience on the back wall. A lot of people would get baited into going for this ball, and I really like how RIZZO here, just notice his positioning, right? He's 12 boost. He sees Sunless going. The reason RIZZO knows he doesn't have to go here is, one, Sunless is headed up, but two, he doesn't have much boost. So the only way he's going to be able to cover the top half of the net here is by staying on the backboard. And so notice how he stays on the backboard. He's just waiting. And essentially what he's doing here, if we watch this, is he is just entirely mirroring Remichan's movement. So as Rem moves closer to the net, RIZZO moves closer to the net. And the coolest thing that I want to highlight about RIZZO's movement here is notice how in this position, he actually backs up. You see that it was a really slight movement, but that movement, that micro movement there is super, super important, because if he starts out too far, he has to wait for Remichan to move forward as he shadows him. But if RIZZO closes that gap, then he can be moving forward with Remichan, and so he can save the ball with momentum. And you might not think that's important, but it actually really, really is. And it's the reason why, if RIZZO would have started like above his net here and just sat there and waited, he would have been super awkward. But by moving back, by closing the distance between himself and Remichan, and then starting the shadow where he kind of moves up the wall with him, that's actually what enables him to be neck and neck with this save the whole time and pull it off. Afterwards, RIZZO's going to get a good 50. He's going to send it to the corner. And here, unfortunately, RIZZO is just playing very, very low boost. And this is why, like, at the high levels, boost management is so important. So the main problem here, like, okay, so here's two things. One, RIZZO is 80 boost now. So let's actually backtrack and play back from when this play went wrong and when RIZZO's boost management was a little bit of an issue. Something that you're going to notice in this replay is that RIZZO's boost management is not top tier. It's not top tier. And I think it's just because RIZZO's like not playing in like pro mindset right now. Like the season just reset. He's playing some games with Sunless. He probably thinks this is going to be a free game, although it really ends up not being. And so his boost management, you're going to notice, is a little subpar. But let me explain where he goes wrong. So here, RIZZO is at 54 boost. As he moves back here, it's very clear Remchan's not pressuring this ball. Goyo's not pressuring this ball. So Sunless basically is clear up. He's got a free ball. Nobody's going to contest him. The mistake RIZZO makes is notice how he uses 30 boost to get back to net here. When in reality, he's moving with Sunless, which I like, and maintaining momentum, but you see how he ends up just having to take a wide route back because he realizes, hey, wait, this play isn't developing, but he burns 30 boost to get back to net. And so now Sunless is going to go for this ball. And now, granted, if Sunless would have taken this up the field, maybe this wouldn't have been a mistake. But when Sunless loses possession now RIZZO moves up and he's like, wait, oh shit, 22 boost, now I got to start shadowing. So there's a big difference between being 22 boost on the goal line and being like 55 boost on the goal line. Just something important to point out there. And this is what's going to lead to this play. Then eventually RIZZO gets the ball and now he's 0 boost. And why is he 0 boost? Not necessarily because his positioning was bad or his spacing was bad, but it's literally just a little bit boost, just a little bit heavy-handed on the rotation back there, if that makes sense. And that's actually going to cost him here, because if RIZZO had 30 boost here, 40 boost, he could have perhaps set up a bounce dribble or a carry or a flick, but instead with 0 boost, now that he's at the end of the tank, all he can really do is kind of chase after this ball, hope for boost, then this boost isn't there, and this is just going to lead to a failed attack. So what was the problem in this past, 30 seconds of gameplay from RIZZO? It's the boost management, right? And you see he actually realizes that. He's like, oh, I'm 0 boost. All right, let me just rotate all the way back. And this is smart, right? After you get to that point, there's no point like beating a dead horse. Just get out, just calm to Sunless, hey, Sunless, go take this ball, and get back for boost. And that's what RIZZO ends up doing, but unfortunately, it's going to stifle their attack just a little bit. So I'm not sure, basically, like, the problem with analyzing these replays is, of course, like, RIZZO was a pro, right? And so this replay, like, he's probably not in his pro gameplay style. Like, I'm sure he'd be much more conservative with his boost, let's just say, if he was in pro mode. But I'm sure the guys on the orange team are sweating too, so it makes for a tough combination when you just have the Gridiron Games champ and you're playing with Sunless. But picking up from here, all right, so RIZZO's going to rotate back. He'll grab his corner boost. He'll use a little bit to get upfield, and I actually like his use of boost a lot there. This is something that, I know I'm just highlighting the little things, but I want to point these out because they actually matter. Like, if you're watching right now and you think, like, this little stuff, the reason I'm pointing out this little stuff is because it's the stuff that you're going to watch RIZZO's gameplay and you're going to take note of how he's, like, really, really good in the air, and he's really, really quick. And yeah, okay, that's great. But my goal with this series is to actually, like, point out the little things that are making him better. And the little thing I want to point out in this case is, look, he's 100 boost. Notice how he uses just enough boost as he's moving up these pads to maintain 100, but still have max speed. And this is something that that Aleutian pointed out in a coaching call with me, and he said I could improve it about my gameplay. He's like, look, there's no reason to drive over. He says everybody focuses on wasted boost, but if you're a pro player, man, you need to focus on not just that, but also like boost that you're filling up above 100. Here, Goyo is really working him right now. Goyo's like, I really like if you want a playstyle to emulate, like in your lower ranked and you don't have mechanics, like the way Goyo is kind of working the blue team right now, really good. Just like the little small beats, stealing boost, playing the small game. Look at that demo. Like he's just punishing everything. This is just gonna turn into a Goyo spotlight, but I just want to show you. But this is the decision I really like. After Sunless hits this ball, like a lot of you would just be so focused on hitting this ball here, but notice how Goyo, like he doesn't even care. He's just hunting Rizzo, and the reason it's so good is because Sunless's clear was weak, and so like this is the thing. This is like the higher level decision making. Just a decent player would see Sunless make a mistake on the clear and be like, great, he made a mistake, I'm gonna go grab his boost. But like a really high level player is like, oh, I see he made a mistake. Wait, Rizzo is here. Wait, my team's gonna get possession. All right, I trust my teammate's gonna get this. Boom, let me go for a demo. And that was so smart from Goyo, but unfortunately it doesn't land it on Rizzo. But that was absolutely what he should do. And frankly, Remichan could have converted there. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, back down to earth. I'm supposed to be serious right now. Okay, serious analysis. Let's go. All right. What is happening? This is 4D chess in the corner right now, huh? There's some 4D chess going on in the corner with Goyo and Sunless. I don't even. All right, nice Sunless. Well, Sunless came out on top, so there we go. Sunless's gameplay is like he's definitely getting better. If you guys haven't watched the Sunless video, go check out the Sunless video because Sunless is kind of getting pretty good at this game. But here we're gonna see Rizzo move up. He unfortunately kind of gets led astray. So where did Rizzo go wrong here? So he's rotating up. Oh, he thought Remichan was going to get the win here. After Sunless hits this ball up and gets the wave dash, oh, he thought Sunless was going to lose it, so he turned back. So now he's rotating up. That's just the confidence. He doesn't trust Sunless. Trust Sunless. And then I like the challenge up here. I like the patience and looking for the boost. And everything about that play was actually really good. This is an important strategy. I was talking about this on a coaching call with one of my players, actually. If somebody is ever taking the ball over the net, Rizzo does the exact best play here. So like, if you're watching right now, here's a pro tip. If you're in the middle ranks and you get frustrated when people take the ball over your net, here's how you counter it. When people take the ball over the net, what a lot of low rank players will do is they'll just try to challenge and they'll try to cut them off and try to like force something. But the thing about taking the ball over the net is that it is only good if the offense dives in after you take it over. So notice how Rizzo here, this ball's going to come over. He kind of presents like he's going to 50-50 Remichan, but the key here is that Rizzo really doesn't care about this 50-50. He's thinking about the next play. So what does he do? He drives over the corner boost, and it's actually really unlucky that corner boost doesn't spawn. If that corner boost would have spawned, that would have been a huge win for Rizzo. But notice how he doesn't play for the ball here. He grabs the corner boost, and then he circles back around. That is exactly what you should do if you notice that players are taking the ball over the net on you and it's getting you frustrated. Do not try to beat them at their own game. Wait till they take the ball down. That's a super valuable tip that you could use especially in 2v2. You can use it in 3v3 too, but the most, like, it will work players most in 2v2. We'll keep watching here, though. I really do like Rizzo's play. And the one thing I will say about Rizzo is I really do like his decision-making. Like, after he sees Goyo take the ball here, once again, he's going to use that same strategy. Notice how he's pressuring this ball. But really, Goyo is positioning for a 50-50 here. So there's no reason for Rizzo to try to force something, right? They're in their corner. There's no pressure. Like go to Sunless's perspective here. There's no pressure. This ball is not going to get scored. So what does Rizzo do? Pulls back, grabs boost, and then takes it around Goyo. You see that? And that's that, like you have to understand, a lot of people struggle with playing the ball in the corner, and the answer, like 90% of the time when you're playing the ball in the corner, is just chill. Just patience, right? The person who wins the ball in the corner is usually the one who has more patience. And you see that, with the Sunless like little 4D chess match we watched over in the corner a second ago. And you see that there with Rizzo. Just something to be thinking about, because I know a lot of you struggle with corner play. Here I like Rizzo's movement a lot. Just a little thing to notice is how he's rotating off the ball. And this is why rotating off the ball is so important. You can sometimes pick up these demos, these demos as you're moving across the field, and you see that's kind of what Rizzo's hunting. But then once this guy gets away, notice how he doesn't get baited and he stays on his job, which is what? Getting back post. And so I just really like Rizzo's movement a lot there. That's just really, really smart 2v2 movement. Something that all of you could pick up on. Here, we'll keep watching. I like the small play here. Good control. That's really, really good awareness of the demo coming in back. And he almost made something of it by sticking to the ball there. I mean, this is just like perfect play. Like, he hits the ball up. He goes down. He's not going to use his jump. He's not going to use his wave dash because he doesn't know if Remichan is challenging. Then Remy turns back. Then he gets this ball, but he knows, oh, there's somebody coming behind. He sees him in the glimpse of the camera. Boom, he jumps right at the perfect time. And gets an air dribble. And the key there is just knowing that somebody's behind you. And what a lot of players will do is just, and I do it too, like I just get demoed in that situation. But being able to take the ball to the air on a dime, that's why it's so important in game. Really, really good recovery landing on the wall there. Playing this small game. And this is really good. So once again, like playing with low boost, another important like quick tip that you could get from watching this is whenever you're low boost, like these hits that Rizzo makes here, this hit is really, really important. It's like a tactical flick. It's what King Rani calls it, and I like it a lot. Basically, if Rizzo lets this ball bounce, like he's kind of going to be screwed, right? Because he has no boost. So what does he do? He uses 12 boost to keep this ball bouncing and keep forcing the play upfield. And this getting under the ball and kind of catapulting it up with the back of your car, that's like almost always best case scenario. And you'll see this a lot in like high level 1v1 play, but if you're ever low boost, that's generally what you want to do. Keep the ball close and use these under ball hits to get height. And you see him like do it again there on offense. That's basically what your game plan should be generally. If you're ever low boost with the ball. Nice, just play the ball into open space here, even with low boost. It's really good. Ball's moving slow, so he's going to stay close to the play and then eventually flip out when he sees it go south. And then the half flip into the recovery. And once again, it's just, like, notice, like, see, this is what I mean. This is like, okay, so this video is basically just a corner play tutorial, but welcome back, guys. You guys have been requesting the corner play video, so here you go. Who wins in the corner? I gave you guys the answer earlier. Who wins in the corner? The person who's more patient. So notice here how he just moves up. Remichan just starts shadowing. Rizzo staying behind the ball. And Rizzo does exactly what he should do here. But when does he lose control? When he tries to force the ball forward, right? That's literally it. The person who wins in the corner is the person who has more patience. And of course, there's more to it, but that's where you need to start, okay? That's where you absolutely need to start. Just stay behind the ball, be patient, let them flip into you, and that's best play. I like how Rizzo keeps up the pressure here, especially because he has enough boost to do so. This is why being able to catch the ball is so important. This power slide catch is really, really good. It would have been even... Actually, you know what? I like his catch a lot. I was going to say you could even try to come around this ball more and like chip it up to here, but that's risky. Playing it into the empty space here and then going for a follow-up is probably safest, and that's exactly what he does. I would have liked to see him play it like a little further to the left, because then he could maybe get an air roll shot, and that would actually create a lot of problems for Orange, but the idea was really, really, really good there still. Here we're going to see Rizzo rotate back. I like the flip back for back boost. And the main thing that you have to, like, this is how you decide whether you want to go for back boost or not, and this is what Rizzo is really, really good at, is you just look at the play. Is there an immediate threat? Is there an immediate threat? And like, for example, in this situation, after Rizzo gets this ball, he's going to catch it up. He knows Sunless is rotating behind. Okay, good. So we got that information. Sunless is behind. He's going to go for a center. We see Sunless shadowing here. And Rizzo knows, hey, I'm at 10 boost. Can I go for this ball? No. So that's step one. You can't go for this ball. Okay. So now do I go for pads or go for big boost? Well, is there an immediate threat? Well, if we watch this play go on a little bit, you'll see, no. Sunless is going to rotate back, and Rizzo knows his speed actually as well, so this isn't a perfect example, but that's basically the thought process for do you have time to get corner boost? Where's the ball? Do I have boost to go for it? Okay, I don't. Is there an immediate threat? And if there's not an immediate threat, you usually want to go for corner boost. After he rotates back, this flick is going to come up here. Good check on Remichan. And he actually just keeps driving forward, which is, because he knows Sunless is back. Okay, makes sense. Now he's going to rotate back around. I like the catch into the demo. Oh, catch into demo it works really well. If Sunless was just a little closer, they might have got that, but that's like such a split-second moment. You can't blame him. Good rotation back. Good play off the back wall. And the one thing I will say about Orange is, like, Orange is just so good with their possession. They're just not letting blue team do anything. They're just controlling the ball so well. Oh, wait. Oh, no. That catch was so... And he goes for a good aerial shot. So, like, this was a really, really good game. Like, a couple close plays, and I'm sure RIZZO, like, if RIZZO's trying harder, right, and if RIZZO is playing at his peak, like, they win this game, of course. But still, a very, very valuable game with a bunch of learning moments. It's time to switch over to Facecam. Question is RIZZO washed? No, he's not washed. I don't know. I kind of clickbaited you guys. Is he? No, he's not washed. The one thing I will say about RIZZO's gameplay is you could tell he's a pro player by all the small game, right? The small movements, the play in the corner, really, really impressive stuff. In terms of mechanics, like, his mechanics were slightly off this video, but man, if he plays like this and he just cleans up a few things, you could see why he's a pro player. And I really, really like his gameplay because even though he's not performing at peak level, there's still so much to learn. So hey, if you're watching this right now, I want to thank you so much for watching. As always, my name's Luke. I make these videos because a lot of people suck at Rocket League, and I don't want you to be one of them. Let me know if you want to see 2v2, 3v3, or who you'd like to see up next in the series. But other than that, that's all I've got for this one. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace, guys.